1. The power of small choices. Every day we give small pieces of our time, attention, and energy to things that don't truly matter. It happens quietly. A few extra minutes scrolling, a task postponed, a thought left unfinished. None of these moments feel important on their own, yet together they begin to shape the direction of our lives. Over time, these small habits build the person we become. The Stoics believed that our character is not formed by single decisions, but by the small actions we repeat daily. What we do consistently writes the story of who we are. When we give our focus to distractions, we slowly lose the sense of control we have over our own lives. We may start to feel restless, unsure why progress seems out of reach. But it's not because we lack opportunity or strength. It's because we keep giving our best attention to things that do not serve our purpose. True change begins with awareness. To notice where our energy goes is the first step in reclaiming it. The Stoics taught that every choice, no matter how small, contributes to our moral and mental foundation. Each decision is a brick in the structure of character. When you choose to act with clarity, to focus on what's within your control, you strengthen your inner stability. When you delay or drift, that structure weakens. Life is not built from one grand act, but from the quiet rhythm of daily choices. Instead of chasing big transformations, learn to respect the small, repeated moments of discipline. Waking up with intention, finishing a simple task, or choosing calm over reaction. These are the real exercises of the mind. They seem ordinary, but they create depth and strength that last. Complexity often hides behind excuses, while simplicity brings truth into focus. The Stoic approach is not about perfection or constant control. It is about direction. When you live with awareness, each action, even a small one, becomes meaningful. You begin to understand that the life you want is built in the smallest of steps. Every time you choose what matters over what distracts, you rebuild your foundation. Small choices, practiced daily, become quiet acts of strength. Over time, they create a life shaped not by impulse, but by intention. Begin each day with intention. The way you begin your morning often decides the tone of your entire day. Many of us start by reaching for our phones, checking messages, or diving straight into tasks. Without realizing it, we let the world set our direction before we have even set our own. The Stoics believe that the first moments after waking are not just routine, they are a chance to return to ourselves. A few quiet minutes of intention can create the balance that guides the rest of the day. You don't need an elaborate routine or strict ritual. What matters is presence. Before the noise begins, take 5 minutes to sit still. No phone, no schedule, just stillness. Breathe slowly and allow your thoughts to settle. Ask yourself 2 simple questions. What can I control today? And what will I choose to accept as it is? These questions bring clarity. They remind you that peace is not found in controlling every event, but in managing your own response to it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This reminder is the foundation of Stoic calm. When you start your morning with this awareness, you carry steadiness into the hours that follow. Instead of reacting to every demand or distraction, you move through the day with purpose. Your morning is not about doing more. It's about doing what truly matters first, whether it's a short walk, a few lines of writing, or a few moments of reflection. The act itself is less important than the awareness behind it. You are choosing to lead your mind instead of letting the world lead it for you. When your morning belongs to your own focus and peace, the rest of the day feels more manageable. Challenges still appear, but they do not decide your state of mind. You already set your tone, and that tone stays with you. Over time, this becomes a quiet kind of strength, the ability to begin each day grounded, calm, and ready. The Stoic morning is not about perfection or performance. It is simply the daily choice to begin with awareness. In those first quiet minutes, you build a foundation that steadies you through everything that follows. A calm beginning is not a luxury. It is preparation for a thoughtful life. Build strength. Through simplicity, in a world that celebrates constant activity, it's easy to believe that being busy means being productive. We fill our days with endless tasks, messages, and goals, thinking that movement equals progress. But often this kind of motion scatters our energy. The Stoics saw this clearly. They taught that real strength is not found in doing more, but in doing what matters with focus and clarity. Simplicity is not laziness. It's discipline. It means choosing fewer actions, but giving them your full attention. Each day, instead of trying to complete a long list of tasks, choose one meaningful thing that aligns with who you want to become. It might be finishing a thoughtful piece of work, having an honest conversation, or practicing patience. Whatever it is, commit to doing it well. Seneca warned against mistaking busyness for achievement. He wrote that people often move quickly, not because they know where they're going, but because they're afraid to stand still. The Stoic approach is the opposite. It values calm focus over constant motion. When you slow down and give your full presence to a single action, you begin to develop a deeper sense of integrity. You start trusting yourself because you finish what you begin. This way of living requires awareness. It's not about cutting everything out of your life, but about reducing the unnecessary. You begin to notice what truly contributes to your peace and purpose. Every time you complete a task with care instead of haste, you build quiet confidence. Each finished action becomes a small promise kept to yourself, and those kept promises form the foundation of strength. Simplicity is also a way to protect your energy. When you no longer chase every demand, you create space for reflection and recovery. You learn that progress does not always mean adding more. Sometimes it means removing what distracts you from what truly matters. Over time, this habit shapes a steady mind. You become less reactive and more intentional. The Stoics believe that excellence grows from clear direction, not chaos. By focusing on fewer things and doing them with honesty and attention, you cultivate stability. Real growth doesn't need noise or speed. It needs patience, presence, and purpose. Through simplicity, you discover the quiet strength that endures. End the day with reflection and gratitude. How you end your day matters as much as how you begin it. The final moments before rest are a quiet space where honesty can take root. The Stoics believe that reflection at the end of the day is a form of self-training, not to judge yourself harshly, but to learn, adjust, and grow. Each evening offers a chance to close the day with understanding instead of regret. Take a few minutes to sit with your thoughts before sleep. Ask yourself gentle, honest questions. Where did I act with patience today? Where did I fall short? What can I do differently tomorrow? Write down one sentence about what you wish to improve and one about what you handled well. This simple act creates awareness. It transforms mistakes into lessons instead of burdens. Marcus Aurelius wrote his meditations for this very reason, to hold himself accountable and to stay aligned with his values. Reflection is not self-criticism. It's an act of respect toward yourself. By noticing both your progress and your shortcomings, you develop clarity. You begin to see patterns in your behavior, which allows you to correct them over time. This habit builds consistency, the quiet kind of growth that lasts longer than momentary motivation. After reflection, take a moment for gratitude, not for achievements or recognition, but for the small efforts you made to stay true to yourself. Maybe you listened when you could have interrupted. Maybe you chose calm instead of anger. These are the real victories of the day, the ones that shape your character slowly like water smoothing a stone. Gratitude also grounds you in the present. Seneca wrote that true happiness is to enjoy the moment without anxious dependence on the future. When you end your day by appreciating small steps of honesty, kindness, or discipline, you allow peace to return to your mind. You no longer chase perfection. You simply acknowledge progress. Each night becomes a quiet renewal, a pause before another beginning. Through reflection and gratitude, you build a stronger connection with yourself. The day closes not with noise, but with calm understanding. This small evening practice may seem simple, but it shapes the kind of person who learns, adapts, and rests with a steady heart.